What if I told you that the future of air combat no longer depends on runways, pilots and cockpits, or even traditional air bases? What if air power could launch from a space smaller than a pickleball court, fly farther than most manned fighters, carry the same weapons as an F/A-18 or F-35, jam enemy radar like an EA-18G Growler, and do it all without a single human on board? That future is not theoretical, it already exists. This is XBAT, also known as Expendable Piloted Airborne Tactical Aircraft, developed by Shield AI, and it represents one of the most disruptive shifts in military aviation since the advent of the jet engine itself. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Global Intel Network.
Today, we are not just looking at a new aircraft. We are witnessing a fundamental change in how air power is generated, deployed, and survived in modern warfare. The strategic problem, why XBAT was built to solve. For decades, modern air forces have relied on massive, centralized air bases and aircraft carriers. These installations host billion-dollar infrastructure and fleets of fighters parked wingtip to wingtip. In past wars, that model worked. In future wars, it becomes a liability. Pentagon war games have repeatedly shown a grim reality. In a peer conflict against nations like China or Russia, more aircraft may be destroyed on the ground than in the air. Long-range precision missiles, anti-access and area denial systems, and persistent surveillance mean that fixed runways and carrier decks are now prime targets. Disable the runway and the entire air wing is neutralized without firing a single air-to-air missile. XBAT sidesteps this vulnerability entirely. It does not need a runway. It does not need a control tower. It doesn't even need a traditional airbase. It launches vertically from roads, ships, clearings, containerized pads, and austere forward positions, turning dispersion into survival and unpredictability into deterrence. The